When the Taste of Mid-Mich was proposed to us, it was an event through Pi Sigma Epsilon that was to bring the community together.
They come and they get a bunch of local restaurants and other things, and they bring them all together in one area. They give the free samples out to people so they can understand what they have in town to go to.
It was remarkable to see the PSE students working so well and so professional together throughout the entire event.
Once we decided what the event would be, I needed to figure out my quota to cover the initial costs. I contacted Mount Pleasant Rental Center for pricing in regards to tents, tables, chairs, and several other items. In the end, I estimated the Taste of Mid-Michigan costs to be $6,000. I had my quota. My next step was to create all of my sales aids. I made 2 contracts, one for the restaurant and one for the sponsors. I then created a detailed outline of the event with various sponsorship levels that I would leave with the prospective sponsors after our meetings. I was finally ready to sell. For both the restaurants and sponsors, I used the same sales process. I first contacted Jeremy Lawless, the VP of Marketing at Riverwood Resort, to set up an initial meeting. I did this because he has worked with PSE in the past and I knew he'd be interested. Now that I put myself in good position, I began to prepare for our meeting. I created a professional proposal and began practicing my presentation. A few days later, it was time to present, and I made sure that I dressed the part. I grabbed my report and visual aid and then headed over to Riverwood. I arrived 5 minutes early. Upon my arrival, I did a few response checks with Jeremy to make sure we were on the same page. Then we sat down to go over my proposal. Utilizing many aspects of what I've learned from PSE, such as needs analysis and golden silence, I proposed to Jeremy that Riverwood should sponsor the dunk tank at the Taste of Mid-Michigan. After going through the presentation, he agreed to the sponsorship. $150 down, $5,850 to go. I repeated the sales process with many other local businesses in order to reach and exceed my quota.